Continue to wrap up the 2012 spring game. Chris Hooks of the NCCU Sports Network with the head coach of the Eagles, Henry Frazier III. Coach, just give me your assessment of all the spring at this point and how things went.
I'll start with tonight, man, with this spring game. I was excited, man. I think we had a very nice crowd. You know, we brought the Friday night theme here, and Eagle Faithful showed out, and it was exciting. We had a lot of the recruits that we signed. They were here, and it was nice. And we saw a lot of the alums. We saw a lot of the parents. And a lot of the students came out on Friday night, and it was a good showing. I thought the players played extremely hard. They competed. Our offense, defense, our special teams. We had a few errors, you know, with penalties, but in terms of personnel, we were on and off the field. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing at this stage of the game. So I'm definitely pleased. We'll go back and watch the film and evaluate all the young men from the entire spring. And the coordinators understand I need to have a depth chart on my desk on Monday. And we'll get the depth chart because, again, we had 85 kids out here for spring ball. We signed 30. You only allowed 95 in training camp. So if you do the math, that's about 20 guys that's out here that's not going to be invited to training camp. So we take those things extremely serious because these kids have given us, you know, pretty much their whole spring semester in terms of workouts and spring practice. So we want to be fair in our assessment, and but we want to be true to NCCU football program, and we will. We got to put the best football players out there no matter what, and go from there.
Talk about alums. Former great Doug Wilkerson was in attendance here tonight. I got a chance to meet him. It was great to meet him, but you spoke with him for quite a bit. What did he have to say, and what did you think about that?
First thing is, he looks great, man. I tell you, he made me want to do a sit-up and a push-up. I mean, that guy was a lineman, man. He looks awesome, man. He rocked up, man. He looks living in Southern California, man. I think that's why I may have to look at retiring too, man. If I'm gonna look like that guy, I mean, he looks awesome, you know, in terms of just from a physical standpoint. And he gave me some good nuggets in terms of NCCU. You can sense his love for the university. We're gonna exchange numbers, and we're gonna stay in communication, and that's something I'm looking forward to. You know, I'm a student of the game, and when you get a guy like that you can reach out to, just like with Ike Boone, I have his number, and Coach Boone will say, call me anytime, and especially when we're down in Florida, he wants me to hook up with him. But Coach Boone like to play that golf, and I do too, so I'm going to get out on the course with him and just fellowship with NCCU alums around the country. You know, that's what it's all about, and as we build this brand, as we continue to build this football program, you know, on the FCS level.
Was there anyone in particular here in tonight's spring game that caught your attention in the ballgame? And I know, like you said, there's 85 kids out there that got a chance to play here tonight. Was there anybody in particular offensively and defensively?
It was a few. I know I'm going to leave some guys out who gave great effort without me watching the film. But one guy, I mean, that stands out is Zach, you know, our center. Zach's really a guard. But he's played center the whole spring until we signed 2 centers, so they'll be in a freshman and a transfer. But he was a soldier for us all spring. Zach Giles, he did the PAT snap. He's not a long snapper, but he took every single snap. And we may have ran over 70 plays, and I was extremely impressed with Zach's play. And then also sticking with the offense, Adrian Wilkins. He showed another gear tonight, and you know, he came off of that injury in high school senior year. We took a chance and signed him and redshirted him, and now he doesn't play with the brace anymore. And oh my goodness, when he got that a tunnel screen and he made one miss, as soon as he made that one miss, I said it's a touchdown. And the referee came back and said, "How did you know?" I said, "Man, he's a special football player." So I was, you know, and then on defense, Ty Brown. I mean, Ty's playing at a high level right now. Ty's is starting to perfect different pass rushing moves, and his energy level is extremely high. And even with Xavier Proctor, you know, with you figure with him playing at that DN5 technique sometimes, and then you bring a Ty off that edge, you're really gonna put offenses in a bind in terms of what you're gonna do or where you're gonna protect. So those 2 guys give us a great opportunity to really break down other people's protection.
Final question: what's kind of your schedule moving forward here at North Carolina Central?
Well, we'll meet as a team, and we'll test them out, you know, with Coach Walker and the strength coach, and just get those numbers in place so we can know who's improved, who did what, who gained weight, who lost weight, because that's very, very important in terms of them taking the workout seriously. Then we're gonna hit the road. we get 30 days out in the spring, and the coaches will start hitting the road and just continue to cultivate those relationships. And we've had 2 huge signing classes, so next class will be relatively small in comparison to what we've done the first 2 years, because it's our job to keep those first 2 classes intact and eligible. So we'll do that, and we'll have a relatively small class. So it's going to be vitally important that we know, who identify those young men that we want to go after, and make those offers this spring, and then we'll get ready for camp. We're having our second annual Henry Frazier Eagle football camp right here on campus on June 29th, and then we'll have one up in Charlotte on June 30th. So we'll get to camps, and then there'll be some vacation time as we start getting ready for training camp in August, and then we'll get ready for our second campaign. So it's already mapped out, Hooks.
Congratulations on another successful spring here at North Carolina Central. We'll talk to you as we get closer to the season.
Well, I appreciate it, and I definitely say a special thanks to our fans. They showed out in the Eagle faithful and the Eagle Nation, and we're going to get this thing turned around in the right direction. We're going to get them a product that they can be extremely proud of, and I'm glad they came out on this Friday evening and just enjoy some time and watch some football on Friday Night Lights.
Thanks a lot, Coach. That is head coach Henry Frazier III as spring 2012 wraps up here on the NCCU Sports Network. Hello, Eagle fans, as we continue to wrap up 2012 spring practice period for North Carolina Central. We're talking to a player that the coaches really felt had a good spring, Charles Goodwin from High Point, North Carolina. Charles, coaches really felt you had a good spring practice period. Just talk about what you focused on in coming into spring practice this year.
With the move over the O-line, just really just getting a better feel for the system, a better feel for how they want things done, and trying to better myself as a tackle, getting my steps right, and just learning the overall playbook so we can make things run efficiently.
You feel like mission accomplished for you during the spring period as far as learning the playbook a little more, becoming more effective on the offensive line, which, I mean, the coaches are raving about you. Coach Foster talks so highly about you already.
Can't believe that. Yeah, but, I mean, I feel like I bettered myself as a tackle. Not saying I can't. There's some more stuff I can't work on, but right now I feel like I would say I'm one of the better offensive lineman right now, but I still got a long way to work. But I feel like if we keep coming along the way we are, we'll be pretty good.
And you said just a second ago, I got 2 more years of this, and just think about if you continue to work and with Coach Foster and this offensive staff, how much better you're going to get.
Oh yeah, Coach Foster's a great coach, man. I mean, he really instills fundamental and everything, and with that, I believe if I stay under him those 2 more years, I think I have a shot.
Well, I hope that's certainly the case. Just talk about your thoughts on the spring game here tonight and how you felt like the team in the offense moved around.
Started off pretty rough, but the more we kept going and everybody calmed down a little bit and got their feel for things, I thought we showed some good strides on what we was working on this summer, like the run game. Thought the run game got better later on. And the passing, we always had a good pass game. If we can protect, I know any quarterback we have in can throw the ball.
When you look at the overall aspect, the chemistry of the offensive line, you felt like you guys really built a lot of that here in this spring period as well?
Oh yeah, me and the guys, like we really harped on us, because it starts outside the field. So if we come together outside the field, then when we get on the field, everybody is gonna know what they're supposed to do. I'm gonna trust the guy next to me to do what he's got to do. And it was something we really harped on in meetings and things like that. Not trying to yell at each other and things like that. Just me uplifting you positively and stuff like that. So I feel like whoever's beside me, I know I can trust to make that play.
What's your schedule here the rest of the year? You work out and go and what are your plans for the summer?
I'm gonna be here all summer, and we're gonna be working out, getting more flexible, so I can kick better and step better, and we're gonna work out all summer, and we're gonna come together and we're gonna get right.
As we continue to break down the 2012 spring game, talking to rising redshirt sophomore Ty Brown. Ty, again, the coaches were just gawking over your athletic ability and the way you've improved here in the spring practice. What do you feel like was your key to success?
Our off-season workouts, probably just getting me used to playing linebacker. I played safety in high school, so last year's my redshirt year, so I used that time to get better. But really, with our new trainer this year, Coach Walker, he's really getting us focused, getting us using drills and lifting for our actual position. So that's really helped me out a lot. And then Coach Mendenhall, him being so young, he can still show us our technique instead of just talking about it. So that's helped us out a lot too.
You guys lost the leader in Brandon Outlaw from last season. Who has really stepped up amongst the linebackers here in the spring period, in your opinion?
Right now it's a team. It's a team thing. Right now we're all holding each other accountable. When we mess up, we're holding each other accountable. It's everybody. It's not just one person talking. Everybody's talking. So,
what did you coming into spring? What did you feel like was an area you wanted to improve, and do you feel like you were able to do that?
Coming in spring, I want to improve my pass rush, not just doing one move. I'm trying to develop 3 moves so I can, if somebody stop me, I can work another one. Today I got back there pretty move with just my dip and rip, but that's what I'm working on.
How do you feel like you played in the spring game? How do you feel like the team played, offensively, defensively? How do you think things kind of played out?
Defense, I think we did good today. Us being so young, I think our defensive line being the oldest, our linebackers and DBs, we played pretty well. Offense, they scored maybe 3 times, but I mean that's offense. Gio and them, they're gonna do that. But overall, I think defense we held on.
What is your plans moving forward here this summer? You staying around here, going home? What are you going to be doing here this if you stay here this summer, or whatever?
I'll be out here all summer working out with Coach Walker, trying to get my weight up. So I hope my parents ain't too mad about that. But what are you trying to get as far as weight? Right now I'm 219. I'm trying to get to 230.
Okay. Well, Ty, congratulations on a great effort during the spring practice period, and we'll talk to you as we get closer to the 2012 season.
Thank you.